know that I haven't been who I was. I am supposed to be the one you can trust. I feel so useless 'cause I let you down. I hope there's some way I can make it alright, 'cause I know that you deserve much more than this. If you give me one more chance, I swear I'll try my best to always be there. And I want you to know that I'm lost without you. I'm not without you. I hope I can show what you mean to me, 'cause I don't know what to do if you go.
Indeed, it's another beautiful breakfast hour, another beautiful morning. We're giving thanks one more time that we are here, and we are thankful and grateful for God's love and mercy. If you are just getting out of your bed, according to the man called Rohan Positive, make up your bed. It's time to start a new day. And you have chosen to start it the very right, best way that you could ever think of. And that is to start it right here on the breakfast hour. So as usual, we're going to get K. Anthony to just wake us up out of our state of slumber with our morning song this morning. And I hope you had a good night and a nice rest. And it's time to get on up, to wake on up, enjoy your day, start your day in very fine style.
First thing in the morning, I give thanks for another day. I smile, though I don't have no money. I won't let that faze me, 'cause I'm so grateful for life and another chance. I'm gonna go through my day with a beautiful smile, even when things ain't going my way. I'm thankful for the gift of life, gonna share that smile, it will never ever fade away. I'm alive. In spite of all my struggles, I'm alive. Won't be drowned by my sorrows. I'm alive, yeah. Gonna live like there's no tomorrow. Hey, 'cause today is all I have. Work hard every day for me and my family. It's rough, but I gotta make it. Right now, can't hesitate. My time will come, and I'll be a better man. I'm gonna go through my day with a beautiful smile, even when things ain't going my way. I'm thankful for the gift of life, gonna share that smile, it will never ever fade away. I'm alive. In spite of all my struggles, I'm alive. Won't be drowned by my sorrows. I'm alive, yeah. Gonna live like there's no tomorrow. 'Cause today is all I have. I'm gonna live today. Come on. I'm gonna live. I'm gonna go through my day with a beautiful smile, even when things ain't going my way. I'm thankful for the gift of life.
Today is all that I have. Indeed, that's the way to live life. It's time for our devotion with the lady herself, Susan Long. So let's get you in the right frame of mind to start your day.
Good
Yeah.
morning. This is day 14. All their works they do to be seen by men. Matthew chapter 23, verse 5. Just for show, written by David McCaslin. An increasing number of antique leather-bound books are being purchased for their covers and not their content. Interior designers buy them by the linear yard and use them to create a warm, old-world atmosphere in the homes of affluent clients. Of prime importance is whether they match a room's decor. One wealthy businessman purchased 13,000 antique books he will never read just to create a library look in his renovated home. Those books are just for show. Focusing on outward appearances can be a pleasing way to decorate a house, but it's a dangerous way to live. Jesus reprimanded many religious leaders of his day because they did not practice what they preached. They were addicted to receiving praise and feeling self-important. Instead of opening the kingdom of heaven to people, they shut the door in their faces. Jesus said to them, all their works they do to be seen by men. The Lord calls us to be people of inner substance, not just outward appearance. We are to demonstrate the reality of His presence in us by an attitude of humility. He who is greatest among you shall be your servant. In living for Jesus, our content is far more important than our cover. We are here for more than show. Let my will be lost in God's will. Ask no question, seek no place. Render humblest duties gladly, showing forth His truth and grace. Our quote this morning reads, if God controls you on the inside, you'll be genuine on the outside. End quote.
If God controls you on the inside, you'll be genuine on the outside. I want to keep that one right there. I don't want it to move. Ladies, good morning. If God controls you on the inside, you'll be genuine on the outside.
Yes.
You know, I got up this morning and, it weighed on my mind. Because the conversation I was having yesterday.
Am I lower than you? I feel like I'm
Let me-
sitting and come short.
Yeah, you have adjusted your seat to the where you want it to be. And I guess that's how there's a saying that when you go into someone's presence, into their homes, or into a huge gathering,
Yes.
and you are very important, and you feel yourself very important, and you know you are very important, even with that level of importance, you don't assume that you are the ones to sit at the top of the high chair, because somebody may come a little more important than you who will sit there. And so if you did not sit in that seat, it is better to be asked to sit in that seat, in the high seat, than to be asked to step down for someone else to come to sit there. Adjusting your chair sometimes is very important.
Really? All of that because I raised my chair?
Elise asked me yesterday, Mikey, you have a story for everything. You do that.
I need to ask that question.
So we're looking at, I looked at the God, if God controls you on the inside, you'll be genuine on the outside. Conversation, starting yesterday was Monday, and of course the week started on Sunday. So Sunday being the first day of the week, and Monday, we're having a conversation, and we're talking a little bit, and it struck me,
You were struck.
Yeah, lightning don't strike twice the same place, they say, but if it does, it's a disaster. And I think, when that thing hit me, it's like lightning struck me twice, one time.
Whoa. How are you now? Are you recovering?
I'm struck. But we'll talk a little bit about that. We'll talk a little bit about, functions. The functions that are necessary for our survival and our living. And how we allow opinions and what people think determine our goal outcomes. Yeah.
Your conversation this morning, Mikey.
And I will praise you. He is exalted, the King is exalted, and I will praise his name. He is the Lord, forever his truth shall reign. Heaven and earth rejoice in his holy name. He is exalted, the King is exalted.
If anybody believe that with me this morning, that the King of Kings and Lords of Lords is exalted up and high.
Is exalted, the King is exalted on high. He is exalted, the King is exalted on high. And I will praise you. He is exalted, the King. God will lift you up, yeah. And I will praise you.
I will praise you and praise you and praise you and praise you. We are rejoicing in God's holy name this morning.
Say God you're good. Say God you're good. Oh. Say God you're good. Say God you're good. Oh. Say God you're good. How you're good, so. 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 Say God you're good, you're good, you're good, you're good, you're good, can't down. You're good, you're good, you're good, you're good, you're good, can't down. Say God you're good, you're good, you're good, you're good, you're good, can't down. You're good, you're good, you're good, you're good, you're good, can't down. Say God you're good, you're good, you're good, you're good, you're good, can't down. You're good, you're good, you're good, you're good, you're good, can't down. Say God you're good, you're good, you're good, you're good, you're good, can't down. You're good, you're good, you're good. All right now.
He is definitely exalted and high. I want to say, for those who are just joining us, I want to say a pleasant good morning to you. Welcome to the breakfast hour. It's another beautiful Tuesday. Is it Monday today? It's Tuesday, right?
It's another beautiful. Which day is it again?
I'm thinking about
You're good, you're good, can't down.
God, how you good, so? Can't remember sometimes, I'm thinking the days I'm going so quickly. And music.
Dr. Guest shared with us something to help with your memory. I had my water, room temperature water. I had pineapple and I had pawpaw. You know, pawpaw can digest even rock stone. Sorry.
That's if you're eating rockstone. God have me back, me not worry about nobody, them.
You know, comes on at 7:30 this morning.
Lovely. You know, there is something I was, just catches me, and it keeps rubbing me. There are a few things that we need to not to know. Few things. People's opinion. How important is it in your life?
It can determine your success or failure, believe it.
People's opinion.
Yeah. If you allow it.
If allowed.
Yes, if you allow it.
As you say, Lady Elise, will determine your success or your failures in life. As you said, eloquently and very, very accurate. Here's a part about it that makes sense to me.
Yes.
In a few years from now, those opinions won't matter one way or the other. Because those persons will die. You will be on the brink of death. Your dreams and aspirations that you wanted to achieve would have been forfeited. Because you have listened to people who did not see the value of you and see you as anybody who worthwhile doing anything important. And so this crippled the very experience that you could have by you just listening to them telling you that you can't do what you can do. But they will soon die. You also will be on the brink of death soon enough. And you'll have looked back before death on all the things that you could have been, could have done, would have been, would have done, just if I had not listened. And seeing somebody else doing the very exact thing that you knew that you could have achieved. And you had all the right ingredients to do it. Very important, Lady Elise, to just stop yourself from allowing people into your psyche, as it were.
It's easier said than done, You'll be having a good day, Mikey G, and you'll receive some negative. You get somebody's opinion, and that positive day turned around to be the exact opposite
of the positive day.
The wrong thing just being said to you. And that's why it said that life and death, the power of the tongue. And if you, just as if, you listen to motivational talks from different individuals that it impacts your life.
Right.
So the negative thoughts, also the negative communication that comes to you.
Right.
They also impact your life.
Negative things. You have to be careful about the people who are speaking, who you allow. Allow.
Yes.
To speak to you.
Yes.
And speak into your life.
Yes.
You have to be careful about these things. Yeah. Because not everyone, even established or feeling themselves, have the right, because of their degrees or up position in societal construct.
Yes.
Or in the framework of even the family that you have. Has that responsibility or that have that authority.
Yes.
To speak in your life. You have to be measuring those things.
Yes.
I was listening to Steve Harvey, and he said a very profound thing. Not even your mother knows who you are going to be. She can only tell you what she would like to see you become, and she can train you, and she can culture you, and she can, she can make you, she can do the right things, provide the right environment,
Yes.
nurturing, for you to become whatever it is that you will become. But not even her knows. Your father don't know either. Don't know. And so there are times when people are given their parents' dreams to continue and to fulfill. A parent might want to be a doctor, and he didn't or she didn't get the chance to become the doctor, but you have to be that.
We do that all the time, Mikey G.
It's a popular thing. Have you ever seen it?
Yeah, all the time. So you're living out your dreams through your children.
To your children.
Yeah.
And your child must become this, because you know what? And you'd kill that picnic if you don't want to be that.
It's good intention, because
Yes.
you would want their lives to be even better
Than the one you're presently experiencing.
than your life,
And what determined that your life is not good? That's the thing. Measured by what?
Yeah.
What we have done for ourselves is measure ourselves by others' experiences. And we keep doing that. Every time we get up, we keep measuring ourselves by someone else's achievement.
Yes.
Hell man, the man sell a whole bunch of stuff that was illegal and made a whole lot of money, and then switch it around into legitimate funding and building lots of stuff and owning lots of businesses, and you are measuring yourself with that person. How can you do that? Don't do that to yourself. Unless you're going to do the exact same thing, use the exact same condition, and you have failed miserably, you end up in jail while he didn't, then you could,
Yes.
you could
yes.
possibly say, boy, I'm get to it, but I didn't get to it.
Yes.
Because that's what you're looking at. And I struggle to see, I ask myself the question, where does wealth come from? Where is it? Where did it come from? Where is wealth? Where does wealth come from? And I looked at various forms of how it do exist.
Yes.
And what I just described is a very large extent of where it comes from. Most of the wealth that you see around is obtained by illegal activities.
Wow.
Whether be it omission or commission. Whichever one you want to see it as. How many illegal activities do you see around sometimes, even injustices being expounded?
Holy Spirit,
Help me this morning.
And sometimes you the thought, but it's going so fast, right?
No, it is exhibited, exacted, and of course placed on someone is the responsibility, while having this responsibility to operate responsibly. Every time the one word keep coming up,
Yes.
each of it means something different, you see. Use it one word 3 times, 3 different parts. One word. And we can find people legally operating illegally.
Yes.
The very justice system that you see, while it exact justice, also we have found so many injustices within the justice system.
They are there, yes. And it's time for your time signal while you're saying that, yes.
I was waiting for it. Thank you for the reminder.
Good morning. Remember, get ready up there in Alberta. I see you saying good morning to tell me what time it is in your neck of the woods. Yes.
Well, let's get to it then. And without any further ado, let's talk about the time.
Lasco One and Up now has ARA, DHA, and prebiotics. It's a new, smarter formula. The time by Lasco One and Up is
1 minute past 7 right here in Grand Cayman, and it is 1 minute past 6. And how much is it? I can't see it, Mikey G. Let me see. The temperature is there on our chat, on our YouTube chat. Right there.
You have to pull that up a little closer. In studio it is 28 degrees Celsius. I can see that.
It's quite warm this morning. It's 52 degrees Fahrenheit. Family, we say good morning and welcome to the breakfast hour. Yes, 52 degrees Fahrenheit up there in Alberta, Canada. It's time for you to get a little warmth. Yeah, that's fine. You know, it actually is a little overcast this morning here in Georgetown, Grand Cayman. It seems as if we're going to have some showers of blessing.
It's not seen that we have some showers of blessing. I woke up and find showers this morning.
Oh.
No rainfall where you were?
No. No.
And I was thinking rain was falling all over the world.
Let me just break it to you gently. It was just falling in your neck of the woods.
Have you ever heard of self-explanatory questions or conversations or statements? Or
yes, what you were on a path.
no,
and
I'm not left it.
it.
Self-explanatory. While the rain is falling in your life, storms and chaos, or is happening to you. Somebody else is experiencing sunshine and lovely beaches and smiles. And we assume that all of us are having the same experience today. We are not. I would quickly go. I remember where I'm at with the conversation with Justice. We're talking about that a little bit, and how we operate, obtaining our people, measuring yourself. Yeah, we remember. But we just want to just bring this to your focus. I want to say to the people who met in the accident yesterday, I would, you know that two of those the persons who actually met in the accident were co-workers.
Yeah, I heard. The details.
What is the chances? What are the chances of that? Two co-workers met in accident.
Yeah.
On the same road, traveling in opposite directions.
Whoa.
And that's what I understand.
Yeah.
And that is the reality of that situation. And it has rocked so many persons. I mean, I went by the workplace yesterday where the two persons who were, worked. Because the one that collided with the other one, two of them were at the same place.
Yes.
Both of them, right? And you could see the mood that went on there yesterday. Because I was there to pick up some stuff, and to do some business. And they were losing. And the word losing in this time now, it doesn't mean they are lazy. They are unable to work and function because mortality comes close to you when you see others who are close to you just fall out without you. I just talking to you last night. I just left home this morning and you were there. And the call comes in now by the time I reach that something has gone wrong. I just see you just 5 minutes ago. I just saw you 4 hours ago. I just saw you yesterday. It's not something easy to deal with, the lady, Elise. When you feel that. And I really never had an intention of speaking about this.
Yes.
I'll be honest with you. Because my conversation was on the other side of all of this.
Yeah.
But when we talk about the rain a while ago, and I realized that I was the only one not in, well, of the two. You see what I'm saying? When the rain is falling, you believe you're the only one experiencing it.
Yes.
In fact, the truth be told, many people don't even experience the rain while it's falling too because they are sleeping. When they wake up, they might see the wet. that the water on the ground suggesting that there some water action took place, and it must be from the rain. You know, which lead me to the next point. The people were actually in the nowadays experience, and Noah was talking about the whole story of rain falling. That was an impossible action.
Yeah.
It's a ridiculous thing he was talking about, because it was understood that at that time rain was not a thing. Rain didn't fall. It wasn't. No, rain never come from the sky. Water never come from sky. No, I'm saying this and somebody say, Mikey G, you read the Bible and make you turn yourself in a fool. It is impossible. As long as earth is water, must have come from the sky. Otherwise things couldn't have functioned this way. Well, based on my studies and my experiences, this is where it led me. That this is what Noah's conversation was. He was speaking something as ridiculous as Jesus is coming and he's going to come from the sky. There's nowhere in the sky that anybody would live, because man go up there and him look and him search and him not see no God up there. And if God was there, man would find him already. And so you realize the arguments are shifting. One person telling that the Holy Spirit is your spirit in you because God make you. And so the spirit that God give to you is holy because God made the spirit. So the Holy Spirit is you. You know, and these are shifting arguments from one extreme to the next. So you see how difficult it is for persons to believe anything related to God these days, because the shifting of narratives keep moving.
Can I switch chairs with you?
Yes.
Yes, you're homemade bright.
Yes.
Yes.
Switching chairs.
All right.
She switched chairs. We switched the chairs. All right. That could work.
It's a microphone, right? But you see the difference? Yours is much louder than mine.
Mine is much louder.
Yeah.
Hello. Hello. Anybody hear me?
Yeah. Well, that's
Yeah,
fine.
no, man. You see, even though it sounds louder than yours, people hear it just the same. All right. And this is very interesting, you know.
It is?
Yeah, that you could be the father today.
Can you please?
While I can't be the mother at any time. Anyways, I'm troubling, guys. I'm just troubling. Let me tell you something. There is no conversation that exempt that conversation. None. If you see everything connecting to each other.
You were on a path a while
No, I'm
ago.
only
You're
saying
gone
something.
on another
I'm
road.
not going anywhere. I'm only saying that this is a statement that everything that you see is connected to something.
Okay.
There's nothing disconnected. Everything is connected to something. So don't look at anything and think, oh, this is far-fetched. There's nothing far-fetched. Everything have a connected point of origin or continued connections to something else. All right. We are seeing that story of that water falling as ridiculous. Can't understand what could be possible. And that is why it was so difficult for persons to be saved at that time. That killed the whole argument of Noah. He preached for 120 years and he died sad because he didn't get a chance to save anybody but himself and his family. And it was just by chance they possibly get saved too. But the Bible said that they were also a part of that saving. Nobody else was saved. All right. Which leads me to the connection of the next argument.
Yes.
The preaching is going on right now again.
Yeah.
And the question is asked. And this is really where the conversation keeps me centered, right? It always brings you back to that little set of persons who, after 120 years, hundreds of persons were around, and just the family members were saved.
Wow.
It brought me to, are you a Noah in your family who is responsible for the saving of just your family? That's what it brought me to. Because somehow, no matter how you talk to somebody else, they don't necessarily need to listen to you. But there's something about talking to your family that makes them listen to you. Even though with Lot, it was not really readily so. So you can see the disjointedness at some point. The arguments are where they are, right? But it's more likely that your family member might listen to you. And, you know, but you have to look at Lot as an example that they laugh at him.
Mm-hmm.
You have to see these things, right? But when you're talking to somebody, and this is why it's important that I can't. This is why I say I can't. These things are connected to each other. The men must be established in the home, even when he's missing, and him get run out by the judge or somebody else, whatever that is. I don't know. He must be established in the home. I don't know. There's the importance of the man in the home. What is the responsibility? The importance of him. He's the one who has the power and the authority to do the work. I'm sorry for people who think that I'm talking a whole lot of foolishness. It's a direct link between God and man. I mean the male species of humankind. That one I'm talking. That direct link. He's responsible for his family. He's responsible for ensuring that everybody in there, no matter the woman, a prayer warrior, him responsibility that over she with the prayer warrior. And she's responsible for him. She's responsible for the praying and she's doing the praying, yes. Nothing is wrong with that. But he is the one responsible for the family. No matter how the woman is a prayer warrior and she can pray and she can preach. And he's responsible. Remember these things, man. Don't forget these things. So don't tear down that structure. If you're somebody who is tearing down that structure, see yourself in the Garden of Eden, standing by that tree, taking your fruit.
You know, it's too early for it's too early for that. Not
I
taking
can't
a
say anything else.
Listen, Marie, can you give us a call, please? 345-321-6969. We haven't heard your voice in a minute. Yes.
And I just want to say that if you're seeing somebody, Lady Elise,
Yes.
doing something like that, you're standing by the tree. The serpent is on it, and you're right underneath the tree, standing, having the conversation. That's what you're looking at. You know, so it baffles me. It came to me just because I was talking about the story of Noah. I didn't see this. I didn't make this up. It just came to my mind just now to say that.
Flesh and blood did not reveal it to you, Mikey G.
I'm telling you, when I see these things, sometimes it bothers me. Here's where my conversation was supposed to go to. Justice system.
The one that you said you were leaving? The conversation?
No, I wasn't leaving it.
Oh.
I was leaving the conversation about you being the woman, the man.
You want to switch again? Alright.
I being the man still.
So Georgia's presentation this weekend at the Mother's Day concert featuring the Hoppers. You know the Hoppers that sing Jerusalem and from the Gate, the vocal band.
So stay right there. Stay right there. Let me stay right here. I'm fine.
Yeah, but I like over there. I like it. My computer can do the stuff that I normally do. Okay. I'll stay here for the next second. So, yeah.
All right, so let's go something else.
Oh, you want to play it? No? Not yet. Okay.
Yeah, all right, go ahead and play. Let's do that one. All right, so this is what Georgia at the
Lion
Center and Sunday night.
Yes. It is.
I catch a piece of Georgia. Hold on, before you play it. I catch a piece of Georgia, and I said, Georgia.
She just mellowing, eh?
I said, Georgia just mellowing, Not lying to your sister, Georgia Isaacs, of course. And she is one of the biggest singers in the Cayman Islands right here.
All right.
No joke.
Let's hear this one.
Time Good. Okay, ready? This is about the coming of God.
Hold on. A mic shut. Thank you. My mic shut. I closed the microphone. I did not open it up.
George, yeah, I mean, there was a lady who said, after she came down, and she said, I have not heard you singing like that. And that was indeed.
That was the debut of 2024, right in the Grand Cayman Land Center on Sunday night at the Reset. No, it was a concert.
Yeah, Mother's Day
treat concert. It was a good one. And Georgia performed and ministered. Let me use that word. Ministered.
Yeah.
Amazingly. Can I tell you?
Yes.
It's not as simple as we take it. Georgia is not on earth anymore. Georgia is not on earth again. Earth, flesh and blood did not reveal his unto us through this,
When I think of your goodness and what
God, when you think of your goodness and your mercies that they surround me, we're talking a little bit about it. We want to just lift it up a little bit and tell you functions, how it works, how the system's supposed to work, right? If it's not working that way, something wrong, right?
I'd like to share.
If the system not working the way it's supposed to work, something is wrong. The enemy has hijacked the system. That's what we're talking about.
Savior, this world
Let me ask you a question. Is your God awesome?
awesome God I got. Oh, let me tell you, awesome God I got. That's who you are to me. Awesome God I got. Awesome God I got. Yeah, awesome God I got. Oh, yes you are. Awesome God I got. More than this world to me. Awesome God I got. Oh, Father.
Awesome God, yeah, God. I'm telling you, this morning is just an awesome morning. The rain had fallen this morning, only where I lived. Lady Elise don't experience.
You know, that sounds so wrong right now. That's so, and one of our viewers reminded us that all of us have our seasons. We have our seasons of rain, our seasons of no rain, which is also fine.
But it says,
when we only get little dew.
right? The rain fall upon the just and up on the unjust.
Exactly. So how can you say I didn't get any rain?
Well, let me explain that. Let me explain that statement for persons who just hear this statement randomly,
Yes,
and everybody would like to,
please.
so eloquently, and from memory and has the ability to regurgitate. These are the words I want to bring up here this morning, and of course, the God fall rain upon the just and upon the unjust. And we say these things and think it means something. It don't mean nothing. This is what it means. You want to hear the meaning of that?
What does it mean?
First, we have to we have to understand just people. Mm-hmm. Who are just people? The first rule. Who are just people?
People who are just people.
Hold on. I didn't mean people are just people, and some people are just dogs, and some people are just some different things, But I mean just that, I mean,
That's what you mean? I didn't know.
I never mean that, I never mean some people are just, they call them drunk, bro.
No, I don't know. Oh, you expect me to know John Crow, Mikey?
No, I'm not saying that, people. I'm not saying that. Just people meaning the just, not just. These are different in spelling.
Mikey, man, you make me drop off the chair this morning.
Help me, Holy Spirit, help me this morning. Boy, I tell you, some things have been revealing to me this morning that I don't understand. These things just keep popping in my head. It's like some things just keep coming in there. Anyways, so, the just is what we're talking about. The ones that God say that he has. So, what would that person look like? What would be a criteria for a just person under God's heading? God's just person. Or just people. How would you think about when you say that?
I've never thought about it.
Yeah.
When we say the word God falls rain on the just and the unjust,
yes,
it means
it just sounds so. It's a cliche. It's a popular statement that everybody
who
just.
is a just person?
But who's a just person?
And oh wow! Now you have opened that can of worms.
Yes. I think we have to take it after the break. After we come off the.
Yes, because our financial advisor
is coming up
now. So listen up, guys, if you have any questions. So what I'll do, let's call him, and then I've also sent a picture there. I'm not sure if you.
Hold on, let me do something here.
There's one at your
hold on. Let me do this one. Let me
call him in the meantime while you do that.
All right. So if it is important enough for me to say something, I'm gonna say it afterwards. We're talking about the just and what the just look like. We want to just fix that a little bit. I'm intentional to say something to you this morning. I want to hear it. I don't want to rush it this morning. I don't want to just let it fly over your head. I want you to get it when it's finished. I don't want you to feel anxious and say, Mikey, you never said it the right way. I don't like how him talk. He talks very funny. And of course, I don't like when him say things the way he say things.
Oh yes, our financial advisor is online this morning. So,
all right. You know what I'm gonna do, Lady Elise?
Yes.
I'm gonna take the opportunity to switch the chairs.
You want to switch the chairs?
Yeah, so you have control of this whole conversation, and I'm gonna switch chairs this morning. I want to say good morning to all our listeners, our viewers, and we are switching chairs
again.
They can't see us switching the chairs, though. You know that, right?
They can't?
No, I stopped them from seeing that.
Wait.
Yeah, so I'm switching the chairs. I'm back on this side. I need to wear the headphones now, right? I need to put on these headphones. Listen carefully. What's going on? Master God of God this morning. All right, guys, we are back. We're ready to go. And here is our financial advisor this morning, advising us on matters of finance.
Awesome God, I got. Oh Father, awesome God, I got.
We're doing a whole bunch of switching this morning. Just switching all around. We are. You do you see the switching going on in society every day? Don't worry about it so much. If we switch a lot here, so it's a normal thing these days. It's switching everywhere. That's what it looks like. That's how I see it. That's what's happening. That's what it's switching.
Good morning, good morning, and welcome to the breakfast hour. Are you hearing? Do I have the right connection there?
Your financial advisor. All right, so.
Good morning.
All right, our financial advisor is up this morning on the breakfast hour.
Oh wow! And now I have another call coming in. All right, let's answer the call because I'm thinking we are. Good morning and welcome to the breakfast hour.
Hello.
Good morning.
How are you doing this morning? Hello? Caller, good morning. Is there a delay? Maybe there's a delay. Good morning and welcome.
You have to listen to the phone. You don't listen to the radio, or watch it on the YouTube link to see it. It may delay just for a second or two or more before it catches, because sound and light travels differently, and now pictures are involved, so it may take a little more time to reach to you before you. So you just have to speak. If you're on the phone, use the phone to have the conversation. The YouTube channel will catch up afterwards. All right, so she's listening to the conversation on the YouTube channel. I can hear her listening to that. All right, so let's get our financial advisor up and back online.
Hello? All right, so we are not hearing that one at all. So let's hear what our financial advisor. We are having technical glitches this morning, are we?
No, it's normal. Everything that happens in life is normal.
Good morning and welcome to the breakfast hour. Good morning. Are you hearing me?
Hello, good morning.
Ah,
this
morning.
Video, you are going to discover an answer that you've been looking for.
Yes.
Hello.
Good morning and welcome. Are you hearing us loud and clear? Hello?
Are we just getting our financial advisor online this morning for this financial experience this morning?
Oh, hello? Welcome. Are you hearing? I think this is the morning for this sort of event that's happening. Let me try and put something up on here while we get that sorted on there. You know, it's when things. Let's hear a word from our sponsors.
Yeah.
Yeah, while we do that.
When you need ultrasound that's safe and effective, you must visit Asai Ultrasound Imaging. They're conveniently located at number 4 Chestnut Center, Smith Road, Georgetown, Cayman Islands. With experienced technologists with over 20 years experience, their friendly staff will make you comfortable while you get your procedure done. Asai Ultrasound Imaging is open Mondays to Fridays, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. and 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. on Saturdays. Call Asai Ultrasound Imaging 345-949-2454 or or 345-938-3426. That's 345-949-2454 or 345-938-3426.
A sigh ultrasound. Okay, let's go again with this one. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Oh, welcome to Breakfast Hour. It's finance time. We are happy to have you live joining us this morning. And we are anxious to hear what financial tips you have to share with us this week.
Okay. Thanks for having me again.
Our pleasure.
And all right. So the topic this morning, along in keeping with our budgeting theme, is needs versus wants, right?
Yes.
Okay. Now, let us first define what we call a need. A need is something that is required for survival.
Like my car.
We can take it one step further and add it is for existence. What's the difference? Our basic needs are food, shelter, clothing. But to exist, we may need additional things, and that will fall under other items such as education, transportation, right? So you will find that when we speak of needs versus wants and how it affects your budget, we must first look at what are my needs. So we start with what's my income? Let me take care of my needs first. Having done that, we can then say, let us look at our surplus. And then we can start looking at our wants. So let's just look at the needs that we have. Food, shelter, clothing, education, transport. Let's look at those 5, what I call needs, because you need transportation to get back to work. You need that education to get to work in the first place. So that's why I said I want to take it not just for survival, but for existence. You're up in the Blue Mountains, you need food, shelter, clothing. You live in day to day, you need to be able to earn a living. And that will take some amount of education, whether primary, secondary, or tertiary, but it will take education. And you need a means to get back to work the next day. So let us look at two items. Two items under the food category. In Jamaica, we love our ackee and saltfish, yam, banana, dumpling. Now, if you realize something, with one exception, everything is around us. You can pick your ackee yourself in season. It's mango season, by the way. And you know the song. You don't need to drink coffee, tea, mango time. I have seen people, I have lived on mangoes for breakfast already, so it is good to go. Versus having, not knocking KFC or Burger King, but you're having a fast food every day. That's one need versus a want. Example. Shelter. Mommy always say, grandma say, hang your hat where you can reach it. Do you need to live in Georgetown paying rent of $2,500 a month? Or can you live a little bit more frugal? No, based on where you are,
But, you know,
for $700 or $900 a month.
can I ask you a question? I know you're on the path there. You know,
Sure.
how do you balance it though when you consider that okay, we say we only have one life to live, right? And we have to have the
Best quality of the life.
best quality of life.
All
How do
right.
you find that sort of a
Balance for
balance?
that. Yeah.
And I agree with that philosophy, by the way. So it's not I'm disagreeing with the philosophy, but I was talking from the point of view where you have a constrained budget today. And by the way, if you're making $1,000 or $3,000 or $5,000 or $10,000, you're still living within a constrained budget. So I would like to leave that kind of topic for a later time where we can say, how do I live and not constrain myself and therefore can live that better life?
Okay.
So I was talking today basically on where I am now to get to that better life.
Right.
Because if you remember in our budgeting series, in the first instance, I said make sure that you put aside some monies so that you can invest, so that you can live that better life. So under the present constraints that you have, you have a choice. But having that choice doesn't mean that you have to make a certain decision. I am hungry. I'm vegetarian. There's bread and butter on the table, but there's also all other forms of meat. What do I do? Do I consume the chicken because I'm hungry? Do I consume the curry goat because I'm hungry? No, I will be satisfied with the bread and butter and a glass of water. And if they have alcohol, I do not drink alcohol. Does that mean that because all the other items that they have to drink are alcoholic? What happened to the water? You get what I'm getting at? So there, you will have to make that decision at some point in time. You are constrained by your budget that you're living with right now, by your income. And if you're constrained by that income, why overspend? Why go for the better things in life today? Why not put things in place in order to live that better life rather than living it out today? And I say you throw me a little bit off topic, but think about a peanut. No, let me explain. If you plant a seed today, corn, and you get a corn tree, and it grows and gives you a dozen ears of corn, and you eat boiled dozen ears of corn, do you have any corn left to plant?
Yeah.
It's a question for you.
Yeah, that's
So
I can't even answer that one because I already see the answer coming. The answer mean I've just put my knife at my own throat and cut it. That's what I just did.
exactly.
Yeah.
However,
Yeah.
now that you have that one seed of corn, plant it, allow it to grow, allow it to flourish, allow it to get your 12 ears of corn. Eat 11, right? Give away whatever it is that you do. You have 1 ear of corn, you can actually you can now plant your field of corn. Corn may be a little bit more prolific than other crops, but the idea is there. Plant back the seed to generate. If you eat off everything, you'll have nothing left to plant. And that is part of the reason why we do have lack rather than riches, right? So, getting back to topic, clothing. Again, not knocking Tommy Hilfiger, but is it really necessary to have designer clothing when a basic jeans,
My,
not necessarily a plain
I am
t-shirt, but a
agreeing.
good
I am
quality t-shirt?
agreeing 100%. I am telling you. I don't. I see people doing it, and I'm like, did somebody fall and hit them head for these things to be taking place so easily? I don't understand it. I don't know about name brand clothes. I do not go to buy. If I have Clarks wearing, and if my sister or family member don't send it to me, I'm not going to wear a Clarks, because I don't just go to and say I want a Clarks to buy it.
No, but and I guess that is going to be another subject.
Yes, I'm
Richard.
sorry. I don't want to throw it out.
It's going to be another subject, Richard, because it's also how you package yourself. You have to package yourself on a level, Mikey G, and you have to balance it. So although you're gonna dress modest, but don't people, depending on what you drive.
Okay. And I agree with you.
Yes.
I agree with you totally.
Yes.
And let's look at clothing, for example. Let's look at clothing.
Right.
If I put on a shoe, let's start there. That cost me $200. One pair of shoes that I can polish, shine, keep clean, and can last me 2 years. I am prepared to buy that pair of shoes than to buy a fashionable shoe. I'm not going to call any names right now. You mentioned Clarks. That may be in for a season, and it's a fad that 6 months later, without getting good wear out of that pair of shoes, that you pay the same $200 for or more, you are ending up not having the full use out of that pair of shoes. So I'm not saying you must not spend the $200. I'm saying how you spend that $200 matters.
Yes. Yes.
So looking back at the same
yes
fast food, I'm trying to refrain from calling brands. You may spend $15 on a meal that lasts you one meal. And we understand how that goes at the end of the day. Versus going to the supermarket and picking up the equivalent of 3 meals for the same $15. Add water and you're good to go.
Wow.
So it's not a matter of not spending the money. It is a matter of how do you spend the money.
Or why is
and
you
that
spending
is why
money?
the need versus want is so important.
Yes, yes.
Because we're not saying that you should not spend and get the best.
Right.
We are saying, when I do spend, how do I get the best?
Oh, man. And that is where the buck stops.
And that's where the buck stops.
Right.
Exactly.
Right.
How do I get the best? How do I not just exist,
but get the best out of what I can afford?
My labors, by getting the best out of what I have.
Yes.
So if I'm constrained today by a budget of, and I'm going to just throw out a figure, $10,000 in the family between the husband and wife. How do we make sure that with this $10,000, we can stretch the budget, live in an area that allows us to feel good, keep our status or class, whatever, allow us to talk to the kings but still don't lose a common touch.
Yes.
Be able to walk with everybody and still can keep your head up high. And for those who are earning less than $10,000 as a family or as an individual, the same applies. So a decision needs to be made. How do I get the best out of what I have? Ultimately, that's where it boils down to. Education is one way of getting more income,
Right.
if that's the route you decide to go down. Investing in properties, investing in businesses is another way to go down if that's the route you decide to go down. It's not for everybody. And it's a tough route, actually, because I live that route. But you can decide which route you wish to take. And therefore, that extra that I ask you to put aside each month, where are you taking? Where are you putting it? If you put it in more education, and by the way, do not think that because a businessman only have his sexy subjects, he still involves himself in educational activities ever so often. He will buy books, listen to podcasts, go to seminars. That is education also. So where do you spend that extra money? Or how do you put education in the mix to ensure that I can get more money? This is an educational talk. Do I listen to this in the morning to ensure that I can get more out of, or is it just for entertainment value? And then we speak of transportation. So I talk about big five. There are others, but we talk about these five. Lease versus buy. In the United States, you are able to lease a vehicle for a few $100s per month.
Right.
You don't need to buy that vehicle and make it be a burden on you. Because if you purchase it, chances are you have to take a loan. Of course, that decision again is up to you and your particular situation that you find yourself in.
And you lease a vehicle.
But you're able to drive a nice
when you lease
vehicle. Let's put nice in quotes.
When you lease the vehicle, you'd pay.
And you still have a vehicle.
You'd pay a lease on it, and they'd give you a monthly payment without owning.
That is correct.
Okay.
I'm not sure how it is in the Cayman Islands, but there are possibilities that exist. Or if you're in a situation where you do not need a vehicle, you live in Georgetown and you work 10 minutes away or 5 minutes away from work.
That's funny.
Nobody's going to kill you for walking to work.
Oh, wow.
And in fact, it may even be beneficial to you.
Yeah, it would be.
Because when was it? Sunday, I heard about the health benefits of walking. So why not? Why not walk the 5 or 10 minutes to work at a nice leisurely pace and get the circulation going, if that is where you are in life at this point in time?
Okay, that makes sense.
Right? So we're not saying that you must not aim for
that is true.
Better. I am saying
that is true.
Where are you today and what is the best mode of transportation based on where I am today?
Yes. That is true. That is so true. I remember never having a car, wanting to afford one, and didn't have the ability. I didn't have the means to buy one, and I always wanted one, but my legs were good at taking me where I wanted to go. I give God thanks for that one thing, that I was able to walk those distances, and I didn't feel any way walking. It was quite a pleasure for me to walk. And I didn't miss the car because I didn't own one. I didn't feel bad that I didn't have one because I knew that at some point I would be able to earn enough money to buy it. But I'm just working through my process right now.
Thank you.
Richard, it takes a lot of. I'm trying to find the adjective, but sometimes
it's called discipline.
It takes discipline.
Let me tell you. Let me tell you what it is. It's D. It's discipline. I
Discipline.
get that one right away. No, I hear that
Discipline.
one right away. I'm saying
And
that one.
I
Takes discipline
know
to do that.
sometimes when you see there are
Has to do it.
persons who do that.
Yes.
There are persons who it's not because they cannot afford
Right.
the car or they can't they'll be riding and they'll be walking to work.
But-
It comes with its own, you know.
No,
I
but
met
but that's another thing. That's another place
Yes.
where the person can afford it and is walking. That's totally different than me who can't afford the bicycle tire.
but you decide to buy it
No,
and put yourself in debt.
I'm saying to you that I can't buy it. So, yeah, but the thing with me, while I was growing up, I didn't think about borrowing any money. I never thought of borrowing money as an option. You know?
Yes.
And I will say to somebody today that I am somebody who is debt free right now. I have zero loans with anybody. I don't have a credit card. I don't have any.
Can I offer you a loan?
And it's something to think about, but it's not because I don't know if it's buck up that it happens, because I always want to borrow something, you know, but nobody wants to lend me anything.
I think you need financial
maybe it's
advice.
because I'm not qualified for the loans. Nobody will lend me anything, so that's what saved me from some of that. I'm just wanting to
And
use
sometimes too, it's living within your means, you know.
that one. I don't.
Yes.
Exactly.
Yes.
Yes.
So as I said, we always have choices. We have options. And my suggestion is look at your needs first. And by the way, as you get more income, your needs may vary, right? And you speak about a car and having the option to walk. I have been in situations where I have parked at one central location and walked to 3 different meetings like a little spider's web. So you park in a central area because there's no parking in front of the building that the client is in. So you park that central area, you walk, you get back to your vehicle, you put down whatever it is, you pick up for the next meeting, you go again, and you do that sort of thing. Rather than trying to find parking and it takes you 15 minutes just to park, just to get from where you are to the next point to park within traffic, which is just a 10-minute walk or 5-minute walk away from the central parking point. And I know people who do that and actually move from one point to the next. And I walk across from my point to them and catch them up there and said, no, I'm all right. I'll walk. I'll meet you over there.
Nice.
I've seen people drive to go for their meals that are 5 minutes away. They're going to the restaurant and the restaurant is 5 minutes away. And they will walk, they'll drive to the meal. And I'm sitting on in the restaurant waiting on them to find parking, because I decided to walk the 5 minutes. And Georgetown is relatively small, so everything is 5 minutes away. So unless you're moving from east end to west, sometimes the need, notice the word, to drive is negated. Right?
So I think I'm thinking some of that could be mitigated through public transportation or some means of commuting.
Agreed. I agree. But you say I don't want to go down that route.
Okay, all right.
I'm saying you have been given 2 legs and you need to exercise. Sometimes it might just work out as your benefit that you take the 5-minute walk to. And who knows, after a nice hearty lunch, you would love to probably walk off a little bit of it before you get back to work.
Before you fall asleep at
the Exactly.
Oh boy, I tell you. That's not a joke. That's a joke statement. People they say after eating, niggeritis take over. Niggeritis.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what that means, but I mean if for those who don't know what niggeritis is, it's a condition that comes right after eating, that relaxing feeling that you get, and you want to just go to sleep right after. It's a very bad thing to eat and go to sleep, health wise. So let's debunk that one, as Pastor Mark would say.
All right. So, as I said, no, food, think local initially, And if you go to the supermarket, think buying in bulk, buy your supermarket stuff and prepare your own meal versus always buying prepared food, restaurant food. Right? Notice the word always wanting to, always there, always in a line. Shelter, live in a location where it is affordable to you versus looking at the Joneses and saying, I need to live
Like
in
the
that area.
Joneses.
I need to live in
Yes.
that high rise in
Wow.
Georgetown versus me living in an apartment complex. Clothing, name brands, nothing wrong with them. Again, they have to sell their clothing. But do you need that clothing right now? Buy things that
50 pair of
last
shoes.
forever. Buy a pair of shoes that will last you. So I'm not saying you must not buy quality. Buy quality, but buy quality that will last, that outlast the fad. I have, if you see my pictures, I will have white shirt on. That's my uniform. So you won't know if I wear the same white shirt 2 days in a row, or if I have a dozen white shirts in the closet.
Makes sense. I love that.
Did you have to share that secret?
No, that's a secret that no. But I'm saying that's a secret that most people need to know. You know what? I do the same exact thing. No, I'm telling you. I find myself that I have 2 blue suits.
Did you have to now share that secret?
No, I'm telling you, I have 2 blue suits. So every time somebody see me in my blue suit, they may think it's the same one. But then because I wear blue suits all the time, they assume I just have many.
It's a uniform.
Of course, my uniform. I love the blue suits.
Yes.
I love it.
Exactly. And I have a few navy blue suits myself, and that is who I am branded as, always in black or blue.
Yes.
Right? And nothing wrong with that, because what it does, it allows you to be timeless. Right? If you look at Bill Gates, you look at Mark Zuckerberg, look every time that they talk and look at the color shirt they have on. It's either white or gray, and they always look the same. 5 different times, 5 different years. You can go on YouTube, you can go on the internet right now and look it up and look at 5 different speeches, 5 different years. 2021, look at those pictures, and you will notice that in all their public appearances, they always look the same.
Wow.
So you need to look timeless.
That's
Education, invest in yourself. You may not be able to go and do the degree at this point in time, but that does not mean that you cannot have continuous learning. Upgrade yourself, upgrade your skills. You're a mechanic, upgrade that skill set. Learn to work on the transmission and not just the engine.
Some people want to upgrade the degree of their stomach. You know.
I missed that one.
No, I'm saying some people want to upgrade the degree of their stomach. You know.
Exactly. Exactly.
Eat
and
more.
The bends.
Learn less.
if you want the bends, go for it.
Oh boy.
It is how you go for the
degree
bends
of the
again.
stomach.
Right? So nothing really to have in your dreams and your dream car.
Yes.
So dream for it.
Yes.
However, how do I attain that dream car? Do I spend my last cent on it just to attain that item? So do I walk today? Do I cycle tomorrow? Do I ride a bike the next day? And then probably get into a basic car and then upgrade that car over time. People will see the progress. Not that you're doing it for the people, but they will see the progress. And they may even appreciate you for that progress that they see. And the best part is when you do attain that dream car, chances are you'll be able to keep it.
Yes. Yes.
Right?
Yes.
And afford it. And afford what it takes to maintain that dream car. It is said that if you buy a Bugatti, you need to have money to buy 2 more. Because the cost to maintain your Bugatti is the cost of 1 new Bugatti.
Oh,
And if that Bugatti crashes, you need to have the money to replace it
wow.
because no insurance company is going to insure your Bugatti.
So you have to take it on your own. You have to be on
You
your
take it
own
on your
with that
own
one.
terms.
On your own
Yes.
terms.
So again, you want the Bugatti, go for it. Go strike gold or oil. Get your wealth. Buy your Bugatti. Nothing wrong with that. But if it's Porsche money you have today, then buy the Porsche. If it's a Land Rover money you have today, then buy a Land Rover. If it's a Toyota money you have today, buy a Toyota. Right?
Yes.
So so again, with the whole concept of budgeting and the budgeting series, hang your hat where you can reach it.
That's sound advice right there.
All right. So that's the wrap. Any other questions?
What will your topic be next week?
We're still following up on the budgeting series. I will inform you as we go along and what the next topic would be.
And I want to encourage those who are logged on this morning that you can always send us a message at 345-321-6969. Any questions that you have that you would want us to pass on to our financial advisor, please do so. Financial Tuesdays, every Tuesday right here during the breakfast hour. Sometimes he'll be live, sometimes he'll be virtual, sometimes he'll be in the flesh. But, get your financial prowess going. Mikey G.
Get it ready for anyone.
Make sure you
for
walk
me,
up.
no.
You walking to work?
No, you see, my work is walking all the time. It's walking.
So, Richard, thank you so much. Thank you so much for joining us live here on the breakfast hour.
Thank you so much.
Have a wonderful, wonderful day.
All right. Thank you very much, Lady Elise, Mikey G.
Thank you, sir, for coming on this morning, for advising us, and of course, give us some real, very important tips and advice on financial matters. Walking to work also brings a health benefit.
Yes.
And you won't have heart failure easily.
So that means I have to leave the breakfast early this morning, Mikey G, because I need to be walking, and it's going to take me a minute.
I think it's time for our commercial break. Oh man, what's going on? Let me see if I can get our commercial back up and running. All right, so it's time for a commercial this morning. Time for us to take a break, guys. I hope you're enjoying the conversation so far. Financial tips and advice. I did not own a car for a while, but I started,
Yes.
and I listened to the conversation a while ago, and I could see myself through that lens. And I would tell you, it's a very steady place to be. I see myself in the lens today, and I see how people might view Mikey G saying, "Well, Mikey G, how you do this way?" And they're questioning it. They're not asking me, but they are questioning it. But they're not seeing the idea that I have zero stuff going on, and I'm not putting myself in any unnecessary.
Yeah, and it kind of blends with the conversation you started with. You said to us, do you let what other
person's opinion determine how you operate or your outcome?
Yes.
And this is something that is...
So they see that same white shirt
all the time.
Or what they think is the same
white shirt. And I have 4, 5, 6. In fact, I have 4 white shirts.
So therefore, you go put yourself and buy just to fit in with the Joneses.
You're the piece.
Yes.
I have 4 white shirts, dress white shirts for myself, right?
It's not the same shirt.
No,
you
4.
Don't wash it and wear.
But guess what? I have dozens of white shirts, meaning T-shirts, undershirts, all kinds, long sleeve.
Is it uniform?
I have dozens. People see me and say, Mikey, only white shirt, only white you like to wear. I mean, I do like to wear white. I don't only wear white. Obviously, I don't only wear white today. You'll see me. But then I wear different colors. But I have lots.
This is white?
No, it's not.
It's not white?
No.
You sure?
I'm sure. Thank you very much. All right. commercial break, guys, I'm going to say our sponsor this morning is Lasco. Lasco, thank you for producing those food drinks for so many people, especially the babies who never had mothers who could afford Infamil.
Take it from me, Lasco food drink is the best nutrition for the whole family. It provides protein, which keeps us healthy, and calcium, great for building strong bones and teeth. Lasco food drink has vitamins A and C, which helps to prevent illnesses. I think that's what they call protecting the immune system. I'm never short on energy since it's fortified with iron. Nutrition never tasted so good.
Lasco food drink. Good, healthy, fun.
Lasco food drink.
Lasco food drink. Good, healthy fun this morning.
Listen,
of course.
if you just logged on, listeners, viewers, we just had our financial advisor on, and we were talking about wants and needs. What are your wants and what are your needs? And it is a part of the budgeting series. So you're making your budget, and therefore you need to know, distinguish what is it that you really need
versus what you want.
And what did we learn, Mikey G? The thing you need is
food,
necessary for life.
The things that I need is the food that I need, some shelter, and that shelter don't mean that I have to. It doesn't have to be very particular. Quite a few people. If you look at people they call homeless persons.
Yes.
And you see them in a cardboard box. Look at what they're looking for. Shelter. Cardboard box. Immediately something come up for shelter. Mm-hmm. There's something there, right? So whatever, and then this is what the person can afford.
Yes.
So as your affordability change,
yeah,
you afford different things.
Yeah.
And I'm never going to say to somebody, you don't need to have nice things. I've never said something like that to anyone. You must have nice things. And of course, that need for having nice things is not something that someone should actually, try to put down.
Yeah.
You need to have that. You need to have a good life today. Today. But to have a good life today, yesterday must have been something to create that good life today. So when somebody come up and say, I have to live my best life today, and you never do nothing yesterday, you're talking fables, man.
Yes.
You're messing with yourself, know? And that's something that you might need to revisit for a minute. And so we want to tell somebody that Jesus is a way maker. Of course, coming up next is our news. Lady Elise, is our news ready?
No.
He's a way maker. One day he made a way of glory when I was lost in sin. Jesus came and he took me in one day.
God, you made a way for me. What a mighty long way to go this morning. For those who do not know. Alright, so I wanted to tell somebody a little bit. I don't think I have enough time to talk about that now. We have to split this in two.
A mighty long way. He made a way, oh. He made a way for me. He made a way, oh. He made a way for me. He made a way, oh. He made a way for me. He made a way, oh. He made a way, oh. Jesus, the offense all around me every day. Oh yeah, Jesus, I want you to protect me as I travel along life's way. Lord, I know you can. Lord, I know you will. Fight my battle if I just be still. The offense all around me every day.
Alright, so build a fence all around me every day. God, you make a way for me.
The offense all around me every day. Jesus, I want you to protect me as I travel
Jesus, make a way for me. All right, so I want to let somebody understand a few things this morning. All right, here's where the conversation was going this morning, Lady Elise.
Tell me.
And I don't know if it's a good, if we start it this morning, I don't think we have enough time to have the conversation the way it's supposed to be had. I don't want to rush it. I want to take the time. Anyways, let's go to the just and the unjust. Let's finish that conversation first. And then the next one, we're going to come back to the justice system tomorrow. Let's talk about justice tomorrow.
Yes.
And we'll just, not the justice system as we see. That not what you think, I'm not going to criticize the Cayman Islands justice system. Let me just put that on as a preamble right now. I'm not going to criticize it. I'm going to critique it. All right? And then we're going to critique justice and presumed justice. All right? Let's look at what it is and the laws that supports it. All right? But then I'm not going to look at it from the perspective that you might think, but then let's talk about it tomorrow. God, make a way for me. All right.
Are we surprised that you're not going to look on it from the perspective that we think? Any surprises? Okay, yes.
No surprises there. All right, here's the thing. Just. For those who are waiting for me to talk about the just, let's have a question about the just.
Yes.
Who are the just persons? There's a criteria for just people.
Yes.
All right. And so here is, I'm gonna just help Lady Elise this morning have the conversation with me. All right. Just persons are persons who are considered doing all things right in the sight of God.
Right.
God find them just in His presence.
Mm-hmm.
They have obtained God's approval of lifestyle or attitude.
Yes.
Or carrying out your daily function, dealing with your fellow men. You're just in all your ways.
Uh-huh.
It means that you are somebody with integrity, somebody have respect for others, somebody who is caring, loving, kind, and of course, above all, love God with all your heart and have the characteristics of a godly person.
Right.
All right, just. So we just find that now. And so God fall rain upon the just
and
upon the unjust. And so let's hear who the unjust is.
Persons not all don't always
You're a
do
dog.
right.
You're a dog that eats your own vomit. You are somebody who is unreasonable, unkind.
Yes.
More likely, and not necessarily in the same order.
But
because you could be kind and unjust same way. So don't worry about you being kind and not unjust. All right? So these are things that you must watch it. Because what made the person just was because they were godly characters.
Yes.
You could be kind, but kind from a perspective of pious. Or you want to be shown up as being the one who give everybody the things that you get. And you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So the kindness is not something that is kindness from God's perspective of what would that be? Selfless kindness.
Yeah.
It's selfish kindness. And there's such a thing if you understand that one. And so you operate from that perspective. All right?
Right.
And that person is somebody who don't do nothing if you're not getting something. You know? Or you're just somebody who is wicked and evil and unkind to others.
Yeah.
Unjust people do unjust things, which is evil. And that means you have been separated from God's people to the devil's people. It's just as simple as that. So God going to file rain upon who? The devil's people? Or his people?
Everybody.
Why?
Because he's God. And he can.
Well, I want to submit this to you. Have you ever seen the just people without unjust people living all around? In a community of just people, is it just outnumbering the unjust?
No, I don't. I don't think so. Not from my
just perspective.
Yes.
Well, if anybody knows about this, everybody knows that just people are small in numbers. They're remnants of a society. They're limited amount.
Yes.
Small.
Yes.
So around that one just person in that community is a whole heap of unjust people. And God wants to give him some rain, that just person.
Wow.
And so God went for rain that the just person get it. But because all those unjust persons happen to live in the same vicinity,
then get some.
And get some of the rain.
He's a way maker.
I want you to take that serious. I don't want you to just look at it and smile and think that joke I'm making. That's serious stuff. You see all those hurricanes that pass over Cayman and some of those places, and that certain destruction that could have mashed up the place. God's just people saving it, the whole place. So when everybody come out and talk about the church people and this and the church people and that and all kind of the wicked people, that those are God's just people, even though them wicked and them not all right all the time. God's just people same way. Watch it. That's God's protection for everyone who is unjust, who have no favor with God. They are the ones who cause God's favor to fall upon everyone else. So you shall love them even more to be living in your community and protect them and give them some respect, you know? That's what I would say. Jesus is a way maker. Alright, for those who do not remember, I hope you remember this one. Tomorrow comes up our health talk. Tomorrow with, of course, Dr. K right here on the breakfast hour tomorrow morning. For those who have health problems, health questions that they want to ask tomorrow morning, if you want to shoot a question, if there's a question you want answered tomorrow, you could simply send questions to our text message.
Yes.
I would just direct it to the text message or email. Do you want to send it to the email?
You can, and I'll put both contact details in the description. That's info@flashpointmedia.ky, info@flashpointmedia.ky, or simply send us a message 345-321-6969.
And of course, the area code for that number is 1345. So put 1345 before the number. So 1345-321-6969. Tell the world about this and tell the world about that. They bring the comforter for somebody today. You know, we are looking at so many different things this morning. And I started off wanting to talk a little bit about the justice system, a little bit. But the justice system that I'm talking about is another justice system. and the justice system of God. That's the one I want to talk about, not the man-made justice system. So when we started off, we had to look at it from our understanding, our limited understanding of how we can see tangible things, things that are in front of us, things that we can relatable things. And so because we are unable to disconnect from relatable things, I have to bring it in that framework, right? So we're going to look at justice of God. But tomorrow, we're going to look at how God's justice is dispensed, how it works a little bit. Not in totality in how, how God think about things or stuff, but just to look at how he expects us to think about them. That's what I would want to do tomorrow. Of course, I think it's time for our news. Elise, are our news ready? I'm just asking because
yes.
she's confirming that our
Yes.
news is ready.
Yes,
and
it
so
is.
we are going to give you our
ready.
news is ready. So let's do it then. If the news is ready this morning. Yeah. The news is ready, then let's do the news. Oh, why am I not doing the news then?
I don't know. Why aren't you?
Yeah, I got distracted a little bit.
I don't know. Good morning, listeners. Good morning, viewers. If you're tuned in live on YouTube, you're joining us on Facebook, or you're listening live on the radio, it's time for the main stories making it for today on the Breakfast Hour News. We begin with local news. Update on Shamrock Road accident leaves 3 dead. According to Loop News, an update on the tragic accident on Shamrock Road earlier yesterday morning reveals the involvement of 5 vehicles, including a black Honda Accord, a white Toyota Tundra, and a black Honda Fit. Sadly, 3 occupants of the Honda Fit lost their lives, while 2 others sustained non-life-threatening injuries and were taken to hospital. Authorities are working to identify the victims. Information is still ongoing, and we urge anyone with information to come forward. This major accident involves collaboration between the RCPIS, CIFS, and HSA. For inquiries regarding potential victims, please contact the RCIPS Casualty Bureau. And on the international scene, billboard collapse in Mumbai. Storm claims at least 14 lives. Tragedy struck in Mumbai as heavy rains and thunderstorms caused a towering billboard to collapse, claiming the lives of at least 14 people and injuring 75 others. The massive structure fell into a gas station in Ghatakopar, crushing cars and causing extensive damage. Rescue efforts are underway with 125 rescuers on site, employing cranes and heavy equipment to clear the wreckage and search for survivors. The city mourns the loss as rescue teams continue their tireless efforts. Surinamese teachers end industrial action. The Federation of Teachers Organizations in Suriname, FOLS, has announced the suspension of the ongoing industrial action by teachers. This decision follows a weekend meeting where FOLS leadership evaluated the situation and opted to end the protest, which saw teachers leaving schools mid-morning daily in support of trade unions' demands regarding electricity rates. The decision to suspend the action comes amidst ongoing technical consultations between trade union representatives and government officials. The Federation of Teachers Organizations in Suriname awaits the outcome of these discussions before proceeding further. And over in Guyana, teachers among 5 killed in Linden-Sodsdijk highway crash. Heartbreaking news emerges from Guyana as 2 teachers are among the 5 individuals who lost their lives in a tragic vehicular accident on the Linden-Sodsdijk highway. The Ministry of Education extends condolences to the families of the deceased teachers, recognizing their dedication and impact on students' lives. The ministry pledges support to the grieving families during this difficult time, mourning the loss of educators who made profound contributions to their communities. CIMH warns of a bleach warming in the Caribbean. The Caribbean Institute for Meteorology and Hydrology, CIMH, issues a warning regarding beach warming in the southwest Caribbean, with a high probability of reaching or exceeding alert levels. Coral reef bleaching poses a significant threat to marine ecosystems, with mass bleaching events occurring globally. Urgent action is needed to address the underlying causes of coral bleaching and protect these vital ecosystems for future generations. And we get some news from Jamaica. 2 arrested as a submachine gun seized in St. James operation. A joint police military operation in Johns Hall, St. James, led to the seizure of a submachine gun, with 2 individuals arrested in connection to the find. Investigations are ongoing as authorities work to stem the tide of illegal firearms in the region. And finally, alleged robbers freed due to lack of video evidence. According to Loop News, 2 men charged with larceny in Manor Park, St. Andrew, have been freed after the police failed to provide crucial video evidence for the second time. The case underscores the importance of thorough investigation and evidence presentation in ensuring justice. There you have it, listeners, viewers. Those were the stories making it today for the Breakfast Hour News. I'm Lady Elise. Stay tuned for more information throughout the day.
When you need ultrasound that's safe and effective, you must visit Asai Ultrasound Imaging. They're conveniently located at number 4 Chestnut Center, Smith Road, Georgetown, Cayman Islands. With experienced technologists with over 20 years experience, their friendly staff will make you comfortable while you get your procedure done. Asai Ultrasound Imaging is open Mondays to Fridays, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. and 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. on Saturdays. Call Asai Ultrasound Imaging 345-949-2454 or 345-938-3426. That's 345-949-2454 or 345-938-3426.
Asai ultrasound for all your ultrasound
It's your
needs.
microphone on.
Man.
Now my microphone is sounding much louder than yours.
Yeah, mine is, and you see how
because
it's funny.
it was off.
Yours is always on. All right, so
That's not true. You always
Asai
turn off on my-
ultrasound for all your ultrasound
Be
needs.
just so that you can get some rain.
I pride myself as a just man.
Stop priding yourself.
I do.
You do?
Mm-hmm.
You do?
I do unjust things sometimes. But
Boy, God's mercy and
listen,
God.
I pride myself as a just man who do unjust things sometimes. I'm
God's
sorry,
mercy.
people, but I am just listen. I say, confession, while it is good for the soul,
It's
it
bad
is
for the
very
character.
bad for the character.
All right,
So,
so listen. You
I
know,
will tell you. So, no, I want to put it there because when somebody say Mikey G do something unjust, they say, I'm kind of like something better than. No. I'm guilty. Guilty as charged, right? But I'm a just man because I love the Lord and want to do better. That's what makes me just. Not because I am always right and I always do the right things. I think I do a lot of wrong things sometimes. Like talk to some people or make some people talk to me. Or, yeah.
you know, it has been such a wonderful morning, and we had so much bad news in the news.
Yeah.
So many accidents.
Yeah.
You know, when I read that one about
The 3 persons dying?
No, about the Mumbai. Well, that along with Mumbai, where 14 persons were died, and I said
Already died and still searching for more.
You know, it would be a billboard, right? A billboard. We build so many things. The car crashes, right? We in an effort
To make things better.
to live
Better.
Sometimes
Better quality of life.
it costs our very lives.
But you know the story about the man. I have to tell a story quickly. The last one is this. The man who wants to not be in any problems with anybody at all.
Yes.
And so I get what you're saying. We build the airplanes and they cause issues.
Yeah.
We build the cars and they
Yeah,
crash and cause our
accidents,
problem.
yeah.
The fall, the sky.
Bicycle, anything.
Bicycle.
Yeah.
But here's a man who decides, you know what? I see all these bad things happening. I'm not going to do nothing. I'm not going outside. I'm not going nowhere. I'm not leaving my yard because too many bad things are happening when I go out. I was talking to a gentleman yesterday. A gentleman yesterday. And he said to me, today I don't feel like going when I left my workplace. He was fixing my car.
Yeah.
Was doing something.
After the accident, after I heard about the accident.
Well, it was people that he knew, actually. But he was there at his workplace, and I went to see him because I had a problem with the car. And so I went to see him, and he was, doing some repairs for me. And he said to me, Mikey G, I don't want to go. I don't want to leave my place today. Mm-hmm. And this other man wanted me to do something, but I don't want to do that. Mm-hmm. Like leave where I'm at to go somewhere else. I don't feel like doing that, So I said, you know what? If you feel like that, follow your mind. Mm-hmm. Feel like that. But anyways, here's a gentleman who decides he's following his mind. He's not going nowhere at all. Me not going nowhere. I don't want nothing following on me like these things. Which brings me to the point where I was sitting under a tree. And while I was sitting under the tree, I realized that chickens were in the tree. And there was drops where I was sitting close.
You see? But look at that. you can see a potential. But these persons, when an
Didn't see it.
accident, you would not leave
Right.
your house. Like seriously,
Anyways.
you would be more careful.
Anyways, the man left. The man went outside and said, you know what? Yawn and put up his hand, take his chair, best favorite chair, and place it on his coconut tree, and yawn and stretch out himself like this. And say, God, thank you. And not leaving my yard, I mean, I'm going to be safe. And a coconut drop out of the tree. And they found him in the back of the yard.
Wow.
That was it. I'm telling you, the best effort sometimes that you make, things do still happen.
Yes. Yes.
So we can go out and say, because they make car, because they make plane, because the technology advanced, because you make gun, because it,
right.
No.
Yes. Yeah.
It is just a thing that it just works like that.
Yeah, so there was an accident in Guyana. 5 people died.
5 people, yeah.
5 people died in that accident in Guyana. 3 people died right here in Cayman in that accident yesterday. 14 people in Mumbai from a fallen billboard. You know, it is so much sadness all around.
Well,
yeah. But we still are thankful to be alive.
Yeah.
And we want to commit our very next step, or all the moments of today. And perhaps we should have a moment of silence as we ponder our lives, and we ponder also putting every aspect, every moment of our lives in God's hand, knowing fully well we know not the future. So we pause for just a moment of silence. At the end of the silence, Mikey will do, he will speak.
Yeah. As I thought a while ago. By the end of the day, and we are finished with this conversation, somebody else will have the same conversation closer home. It's not going to be a stranger to you. It's going to be a family member, a friend, close friend, relatives. And that's how it works. Alright, I want to say thanks, guys, for joining us this morning for this episode of the Breakfast Hour. This edition was brought to you by Alaska Food Drinks and all its food products. And of course, this morning's program is brought to you also by Asai Ultrasound for all your ultrasound needs right in the Grand Cayman Islands. I want to thank you guys for coming on, joining us, and being a part of this episode, this program, and this great movement. I want to say to all those who are joined us for the first time, like, share, subscribe. Thank you for joining. Thank you for coming on. Thank you for being a part of the family. And I say welcome to Flashpoint. There are many things to do, many points to make. And of course, there's a voice that you need to hear. And maybe it's yours. We need to hear from you. If you want to tell us something and you want to share an idea with us, simply send the email for me, Lady Elise.
info@flashpointmedia.ky. That's info@flashpointmedia.ky.
Or you can WhatsApp us at 1345-321-6969. All right, so you got the numbers on the screen right there for you. All right, so catch you tomorrow morning, guys. Same time, same place.
Remember,
when we do it all over again for
Toastmasters Speak will be also live at 5:30. We have programs throughout the day, so stick and stay. And also just before you go your bed
this evening at 7
JE.
Amen.
First thing in the morning, I give thanks for another day. I smile, though I don't have no money. I won't let that faze me, 'cause I'm so grateful. every day. For me and my family, it's rough, but I gotta make it. Right now, can't hesitate. Time will come, and I'll be a better man. I'm gonna go through my day with a beautiful smile, even when things ain't going my way. I'm thankful for the